Alongside Chris Singleton, it's the Chicago. And towing the slab for the Cleveland Guardians, Logan Allen. What's the scouting report on him? All right, ready to go here. Ian Happ up to hit.
Number 8, Ian Happ.
And we're underway in Cleveland.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
0-1 down. And that one fouled off. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. One away. Here's a look at the Cubs lineup. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
Well, there's a lot of young talent in this lineup. I think as they gel together, gain some maturity over the course of this season, they could be playing October baseball.
Out to short, Arias. Slings to first.
You're up.
2 away here in the top of the first.
Well, Boog, we talk about how the ball is coming out of the pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
In the air, right field. DeLauder settles underneath it. And that is that. Now the Guardians will get their shot, still scoreless. This is Cubs baseball on the show, Chicago. We go to the bottom of the first. And on the hill today, Matthew Boyd. Singy, he was impressive his last time out.
He's off to a good start, getting a win in his first start of the season. And so lifted a little bit of pressure. Right here, it's all about getting win number 2.
Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians.
He's got a nice, short, compact swing. Doesn't swing and miss a whole lot.
Ground ball to the right side, and that's just foul. That's through there for a strike. Stays alive. The 0-2. Struck him out looking.
Batting second, third base.
Here's the Guardians lineup now. With an excellent arm on the mound, Singy, this won't be easy. They'll need to take advantage of the opportunities that they do have.
You're right about that, Boog. Odds are they won't have many chances against this guy, but if they can rattle him out of the gates, they'll have a shot. If not, look out. It might be a long day for this offense.
This to third, Bregman. Sends it to first.
Out of there.
And the home first moving along quickly today. 2 gone. 2 outs, base is empty. Stepping up for the Guardians, Kyle Mansardo. And first offering is fouled off.
Ball.
Foul ball. That one lifted to left. And that is that. Through an inning, no score here on the show. And we're back. Who doesn't love a rubber match, Singy? This game is big for both these teams. It's early, but we have a tight one so far.
Yeah, Boog, anytime you're trying to take a series, there's a little extra juice in the dugout. Everyone wants that edge.
The 0-1. Nice grab. Over to first. Nicely done for the out. And now it's Dansby Swanson. Hitless in the series so far. He's 0 for 7. Line drive. Makes the grab, and there's 2 out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting the line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Horner in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. Line drive, base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going. And now the batter is Carson Kelly. 3 for 7 in the series so far. Horner on the go. Pitches low. Safe at second, and that was not close.
Well, it really doesn't matter what the situation is. When a guy like this gets on first, you know he's going to steal second at some point during the at-bat. Nice job to get in the scoring position. The defense probably knew it was coming, but they just couldn't do anything to stop it.
Man at second. Shot into the gap, and that should bring in the run. Horner flies around third. He scores, and they have the lead. Now a relay to second, in there safely.
Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. That was one of those swings that feels like you're swinging an aluminum bat. It jumped off so hard, squared it up, and it went screaming at 108 miles per hour.
Pete Crow Armstrong swings through it for strike 1. Swings and misses. And the count is 0-2.
All you got to do is concentrate and execute this next pitch. Get yourself out of the jam, back into the dugout.
Struck him out swinging. They limit the damage here. Back now at Progressive Field. Bottom of the second. David Fry digs in for the Guardians.
No, that's a ball. Too low.
That
Ball.
one misses. 2 balls, no strikes. Time to look at our umpiring crew in this one. Kenny Jansen behind the plate.
Yeah, and expect a little inconsistency on the corners. He doesn't make any wild calls, but he does give and take there a little bit. So he doesn't have the easiest strike zone to figure out, especially as the game goes on when you're expecting it to become more consistent.
Horner over to first. Leadoff man retired here in the second. Arias in the box here and fouls it off for strike 1. Here's 0-1. Fouled off. He was late. In the air to left center. Crow Armstrong has a beat on it. And there's 2 down. Here's Brian Rocchio, a switch hitter batting right.
Brian Rocchio.
2 down, nobody on. And that's in for a strike. 0-2 now. Boyd, 35 years old, and he was a 6th round draft pick. Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. We played 2 innings. Welcome back, and struggles at the plate in this series as we take a look at the numbers. Hit hard on the ground to short. On to first.
That's an out.
Leadoff hitter gone in the 3rd.
Up next for the Cubs. Left
Back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Ian Happ now at the plate. There's a swing and a drive. That's got a chance. And that's going to bang against the wall. He's in at second with a 1-out double.
When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Now it's Alex Bregman. Swing and a miss. Next offering is foul back. Man at second. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Makes the grab on the run. Runner tags at second. Relay to third. There's the tag. They'll get him. And that's the inning. Back at the ballpark, and in this series, it has been lights out on the mound as we take a check of the numbers. Naylor in the box as he fouls off the first pitch.
Ball one.
Right side, Horner. Whips it to first.
Got him. That's an out.
Leadoff man retired here in the third. So up next, Daniel Schneemann.
The heater's clearly giving him trouble early on in this one. I want to see him ready to swing against that pitch just a little more often.
Bounced up the middle, and that one handled in plenty of time to first, and two straight set down to begin the bottom of the third. Here's the rookie right fielder, Chase DeLauder. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1. Now here's a flare off the bat. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Swing and a high fly ball hitting the air left center field. This one's got a chance. Grabs it right up against the wall. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Michael Busch. Grounded out his first time up. Fouled off left side. You think back to 2017, and Cleveland set a major league record. 22 consecutive wins they had. It was capped off with a 10-inning walk-off win. Pretty amazing streak and a big part of the history of this yard. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. And the 0-2. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Kwan takes it in for the out. 2 down. Dansby Swanson stands in. He's 0 for 1.
Boog, and I remember early in that season covering them and talking to their staff and players, and they didn't feel like they had really clicked yet. Now, when I went back to do some research, looking at metrics like base runs, I realized they weren't scoring runs at the rate in which the data was saying they should be at. So the numbers were saying it was just a matter of time until they would take off. Little did we know that it would convert into a 22-game winning streak.
Tosses to first. That's the third out. Inning over. Here in Cleveland, bottom of the fourth, Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians.
Right through there for a strike. Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
Strike 2. On the ground right side, Horner. 1 out in the bottom of the fourth. Now it's Jose Ramirez. 0 for 1 so far. That one ripped but foul. The Guardians hitless so far in the game. On the ground right side. He'll do it himself. Already 2 gone here in the home fourth. So digging in, Kyle Manzardo. This one smoked on its way out of here.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Fry stands in now and watches strike 1. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his back down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Gets a piece there, we'll do it again.
Yeah, with 2 strikes here, you really want to miss outside the zone with that breaking ball.
Ball.
Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. And that one hammered. But that's a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself. Back in the ballpark, rubber match alert, Singy. 2 teams who really want this one, and it shows. Tie game, and we're right in the thick of it.
Yeah, you can sense both teams treating every at-bat with postseason intensity. Nobody wants to give an inch.
Here's the catcher, Carson Kelly. He doubled home a run in his first AB. In the air to left center. And there's 2 down. Stepping in, Pete Crow Armstrong.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
This one popped up. Arias in position. And that's the 3rd out. Halfway home, all even, 1 apiece. Back here in Cleveland, stepping up for the Guardians, Gabriel Arias. What a stop. Takes it himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first for the out. Brian Rocchio digs in now. And there's a foul ball. All tied up, last half of inning number 5. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. On the ground to first, Bush. Throws to first in time. Home man for the 5th inning, moving along, 2 quick outs. Bo Naylor at the plate now.
Aye.
And a foul ball. On the outside corner, got him looking. Guardians failed. Back here in a close one, and a look now at some of the biggest plays from the game. Matt Shaw, the next to hit. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play.
You know, these Cubs definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. It feels like it's been one first pitch out after another, and they've given up 8 outs on the first pitch alone.
Takes it in for the out.
I mean, we're already about halfway into this game, but his pitch count is ridiculously low. They're giving away quick outs over and over again.
Hammered, and this one could be extra bases. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. And he's into second base with 1 away as the go-ahead run.
Having a really nice game here. That's his 2nd extra base hit. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Dangerous hitter at the plate in Alex Bregman. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. Swing, and he popped it up. Rocchio settles under this one. 2 down. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. He gets the intentional walk here, and now will force it any base with 2 gone. Go-ahead run on base. Michael Bush, the next Cub to hit. Late with the swing there.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Oh, look at the stop. And that's a nice play to end the inning. Back now at Progressive Field, bottom of the 6th. Daniel Schneemann digs in for the Guardians.
Hey.
That's in there. 0-2.
It's just been an impressive outing so far. Continues to pound the zone pitch after pitch, and he's been able to stay down. That's what's been key.
Swanson fires over to first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. DeLauder
No,
in the
that's a
box
ball.
now as he looks at ball 1. Second plate appearance of the day for him. Chop back up the middle. Horner over to first. What a play. Now the left fielder, Stephen Kwan.
Yeah.
Right through there for a strike. On the ground. Horner. Play made. That ends the inning. Here in Cleveland, we go to the top of the 7th. And here comes Dansby Swanson.
Ball.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come. But you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
Line drive. Schneemer makes the grab on the run. So here's Horner now. 1 for 2. Up the middle. Arias whips it to first on the run. And they get the out. Here's the catcher, Carson Kelly. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. That's ripped, and this one could be extra bases. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. And the potential go-ahead run stops at second base.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. Now a good opportunity to potentially jump ahead in this game here in the later innings.
Pete Crow Armstrong will hit next.
Well, no base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seemed to help. Never helped me. So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up. Try to track the ball. Block it if you have to as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about. But some way, somehow, climb back into this at-bat through the count.
The throw to first.
Out of there.
And that will end the inning. 1 left for the Cubs. Back here in Cleveland, set for the last half of the 7th. Jose Ramirez digs in for the Guardian. Oh, this ball is crushed into left field. It's on its way. Gone.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
In there at the knees.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning.
Fly ball down the line. And it's a foul ball, but it had the distance. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here, the bottom of the 7th. Goes down looking for the strikeout. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Fry at the plate now, and that's strike 1. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Up the middle. A dive. He's got it. Throws from his knees. And that's a great play for the out.
Look at the commitment to make the play down on the ground from the knees. That's not just arm strength, guys. That's core strength as well. Look at that rocket across the diamond. Outstanding job.
Arias in the box now. No balls and a strike. There's a line drive to left field. Reaches, but can't make the grab. And that extends the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
And that is out of play. The 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Got him looking. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. Jose Ramirez with the homer here. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Matt Vesta. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. That's a base hit, and the tying run is on with a leadoff single.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Now here is Ian Happ. Happ in the box here and fouls it off for strike 1. Hot shot, and he can't knock it down. Throw back in quickly. 1st and 2nd now with nobody out. And in this critical spot, up steps Alex Bregman. 0 for 3 in this one. Popped in the air. Left field. Qual under it. And there's one down. High leverage spot, and here is Seiya Suzuki. Swings through the sweeper. Movement in the bullpen. Cade Smith, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. Sabrowski warming up as well. 2 on, 1 out. Check swing. Run around. And that is strike 2. This one smashed down the right field line. Can't reach it. This should score at least 1. 1 runs in. Throw comes in quickly. Holds that go-ahead run at 3rd, and there's still 1 away. So 2 in scoring position with 1 out. Michael Busch, the next Cub to hit. Golden opportunity right here. Fouls away the first offering.
Here's a sac fly situation, and he's got to make sure he gets the ball out over the plate and get those arms extended. They're trying to crowd him with the infield in.
Manzardo takes it himself. 2 out.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
In the air to left center. Stretches out and hauls it in. Cubs pick up a run on the RBI double. 2-2 game. Back now at Progressive Field. On to the bottom of the 8th. Bo Naylor digs in for the Guardians. Busch. He takes it on his own. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. And up next for Cleveland, Daniel Schneemann. All tied up here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. That's in there, and it's 0-2. Called out on strikes.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
And that one ripped to left. He's got it. That is the inning. Here in Cleveland, we go to the 9th. Here's Nico Hornet. And fouled off.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
The next offering misses. And 1-1. Late swing, fouled off. swinging. It's a strikeout. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Now the catcher up to hit, Carson Kelly. And there's a base hit. And the go-ahead run is on base.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Now it's going to be Pete Crow Armstrong. Crow Armstrong in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. The Guardians trying to keep this a 2-2 game here at the top of the ninth. Swing and a miss. And it's not even two. Action in the pen down there. Tim Herron, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. Almost got him.
That's the ball.
The 2-2. Swing and a ball popped up. Naylor gets there. He's under it. That's out number 2. Go-ahead run on base. Matt Shaw, the next Cub to hit. 1 for 3. Check swing. He went. That's strike 1. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. And that's the third out. Cubs lead 1. Back here in Cleveland. Bottom 9, and they've got a chance at a walk-off in this tie game. Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians. It gets down. Base hit. Leadoff knock puts the winning run on base.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue.
Oh, this one's blasted. High and deep. It's on its way. Out of here. And your final.